My name is Stephen Sanders. I serve as lead pastor at Oak Hill United Methodist Church in Austin. I believe that God has a vision for Oak Hill, and I believe that God has a vision for worship at Oak Hill. As we've emerged from the disruption of COVID, worship has not been the same. Our contemporary worship experience has disappeared. Due to staffing and what we were able to do, 8:30 and 11 o'clock worship are essentially the same, except we serve communion every week at 8:30. Oh, and we have a brand new pastoral team who doesn't quite know how everything used to be. But that's okay, because God has a vision for Oak Hill, and God has a vision for worship at Oak Hill. Now that life has stabilized, I believe that it's time for us to ask God to share God's vision for what 8:30 and contemporary worship need to look like at Oak Hill during this next season of life. So this summer, we're doing two things. For contemporary worship, we've assembled a visioning team. Over the next couple of months, they're going to visit other churches, talk with their neighbors, and have prayerful conversations about what modern band-driven worship might look like at Oak Hill. Currently, we have about half a dozen people on that team. I would like between 8 and 12 people. So if you are interested in developing a contemporary worship experience that resonates with your soul and helps us reach people in our community, I invite you to be part of the team. You can visit with Libby Gibbs, Eric Perlmutter, or any of the pastors, and we'll get you connected. For 8:30 worship, I'm going to conduct some listening sessions. My sense is that 8:30 and 11 o'clock worship need to be differentiated from one another. But I don't quite know what that needs to look like. So I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you about what you sense would make 8:30 worship meaningful for you and for people who are not yet part of Oak Hill. So I'm going to have listening sessions this Sunday, July 2nd, and then again on Sunday, August 6th. We'll meet in the fellowship hall over breakfast from 9:45 to 10:45. Both sessions will essentially be the same, so come to either one. Together, we will seek to discern God's vision for 8:30 and contemporary worship at Oak Hill during this next season of our life. Together, we'll grow in our faith and find ways to share our love and the love of God with a world that desperately needs it. And that's really God's vision for Oak Hill.